Hi, my name is Ron Quintero. I'm the CEO of the Real Estate Radio Network, and this video is titled The 10 Steps to Instant Credibility, the 10 steps to be able to get on air as an authoritative expert on radio in your marketplace. Step number one is to perform what's called your market analysis. This is where you need to go into the marketplace and research step by step exactly what the air coverage is, how well is the signal being received, how well is the message being received by your marketplace. Next thing that you need to be able to do is pick the right forum. There's many forums, and you do want to pick a forum that you're passionate about. As an example, if you're a CPA or financial expert or a mortgage lender, you may want to be on a financial radio platform. We have many people that are having a lot of success right now on a sports talk radio platform. Talk radio is without a doubt the number one platform where people are having the most success. Spiritual, religious, Christian radio as an example, huge right now. We get the most call-ins off of Christian radio than any other platform that we have. Alternative language, Hispanic radio. It's also a great platform for you to be able to think about in terms of not just Spanish. I mean, we have people that are looking into Iranian radio. We have people that are looking into German radio, believe it or not. There's a lot of different radio platforms out there. We have one group out of San Diego that's looking into Filipino radio right now. So, again, you don't be boxed by traditional thinking. You want to be able to open up your mind, open up your imagination, and think about the possibilities. This is an example of a gentleman out of Orange County, California, who's on a sports platform and a lifelong season ticket holder for the California Angels. And now for him to be able to be recording from the Angels Stadium out of Anaheim, California, I mean, he feels as though he's a part of the actual Angels broadcast network. So once you've done your market analysis, once you've picked the right platform, now you got to pick the right station. Again, what you got to do is dig down deep and really get into the demographics. By the way, you cannot get on any radio station you want. Some stations offer blocked programming, some do not. You're going to have to look around a little bit and take a look at the demographics as well. Make sure that it fits your primary purpose of what is it exactly you're looking to accomplish by being on the air. Next thing you have to do is negotiate show placement and station logistics. As an example, many stations will not work with the person unless they have a demo, meaning you've already been on air in the past. And as you're starting to look at your different stations, what you want to be able to do is look at what's called sandwiching. How can I get in between two programs where I'm going to get my best, you're riding the coattails of one show and you're riding the wave going into another show. How can I position myself to be able to take the best advantage that I can of the people that are creating an audience before and after your show? Again, what you want to be able to do is look at the other people that are on the station to see who is it that you want to affiliate and network with. Again, you got to send in your station demo. We have hundreds of them, so as we're negotiating airtime, we're able to use the accomplishments of other professionals to be able to get you on air. The next thing you have to do, if you're going to do this by yourself, you can, is you got to design your show content, your platform. And there's a lot more to radio. A lot of people think just because you can talk, you could be on air. Nothing could be further from the truth. You've got to be able to design what's called your show clock, and you've got to be able to create what's called sponsorable opportunities, which we have another video in this sequence for you to be able to refer to understand the show clock better. But you got to really think about your platform and how you weave things in and out. You've got to be able to design and think about the interviewing questions you want to be able to ask your guests. You need to always prepare at least 4 weeks in advance, meaning you can't be shooting from the hip, walking into the studio unprepared. It just doesn't work, gang. I'll give you an example. What we do with our radio show hosts is 6 weeks before they go on air, we ask them to help build a database of people that they know, like, and trust, past customers, past clients, and so forth. And we send them out a letter, and we're asking them to please register to become a fan of the show. We're trying to, 5 weeks ahead of time, build up their brand by announcing people that we would like to be able to have as part of our show. Part of that process is asking the people that we know, like, and trust to be able to help introduce us to professionals that would be a good content contributor in the way of, say, the Word on Wealth or the Mortgage Matters or Ask Mr. Credit or the Real-Time Real Estate segment. We're always looking to be introduced to other professionals that could be a good fit for our show. 3 weeks prior to the actual show launching, we're specifically looking for real estate people to be frequent contributors, regular contributors to our show. 2 weeks before, we're again asking our database. See, there's a whole marketing sequence that takes place before you even go on air, and then you launch your show. Now, we've designed a 13-week platform to be able to help people get out of the chute, to be able to help people really grab market share, to really be able to grab the listener's attention, and also at the same time to be able to have a compelling story to be able to tell, and at the same time be able to weave in and out different professionals that will be able to contribute to your show to make it the best that it can be. Show number one, your inaugural show. This is where typically myself or a person on my team, Craig Sewing or Derek Evans or David Esquivel, may be a person that will actually be a co-host for you on your first show. Then what we ask you to do is start to invite ahead of time, typically about 4 weeks ahead of time, people of influence to be a part of your show. President of the Board of Realtors, President of the Women's Council of Realtors, a mayor. We've had councilmen, we've had congressmen on our radio shows. So what we're asking you to do is reach out to people of influence within your community to ask them to be a guest on your show. Week number 3 might be along the lines of short sales, the truths and myths. Week number 4, the truth about REOs. Covering your assets with a financial advisor, the brutal truths regarding loan modifications. Show number 7 is about debt elimination strategy. Show number 8 is around the investor strategies. The Word on Wealth segment with your financial advisor, the hard money lending tactics, sweat equity, foreclosure avoidance, how to be able to buy your first or next property. Now, once your show's launched, we put together a newsletter template that allows you to not only allow people to refer back to your previous show, but also to pre-announce what's going to take place on your next upcoming show as well. And this is where you can profile your realtors that are going to be on the show, your credit experts, your mortgage professionals, and so forth. Again, we've already pre-written, we've already pre-designed the entire platform for you to be able to take advantage of this system. Step number 8 is to be able to create your advertisements. You need to be able to have your 30 and 60-second spot ads ready to be able to be ran not only during your show, but when you negotiate for station placement, you want to be able to negotiate where you get those advertisements ran during other people's shows as well. So this way you're helping to drive traffic to your show. Again, you want to be able to set up the complete system to be able to handle your offline, off-air numbers. Step number 9 is the on-the-air training and pre-interviewing guest process, where, again, you're always previewing, you're always pre-interviewing, talking to people 4 to 5 weeks out. And then when you get your act together, you want to be able to have the platform where you're going to have enough show contributors to be able to sponsor and be a part of your show. So that's the 10 steps to be able to get on the air, whether you do it with the Real Estate Radio Network or not. I hope you found this information to be valuable. But if you're interested in working with our network, keep in mind we're here to advance careers. We like to start people with a weekend show, one time per week, and then advance them as they start to build their show contributors and so forth, to then step them into a daily show, and then possibly even to syndicate that from an AM network to an FM network, and then to be able to then syndicate it to other marketplaces that are in the surrounding community. So listen, gang, I hope you found this information helpful. I hope you found it useful. We're really committed to your success. Please send me an email, ron@realestateradio.us. Please be sure to complete the new host questionnaire so that way I could have more information about you so I know the best way to be able to help you. Thank you very much for previewing and watching this video.